Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for checking in with me. I'm here to check in with you. Interestingly enough, I still cannot seem to get a clean shot on the video unless it is like bright daylight, which is okay. And somehow I feel like after Mercury goes direct again, that things will even out in that way, which is what this message is about. It's just going to be a divine nugget, a quickie, if you will. And it's my guides have been telling me to expect like a reconfiguration, a new configuration. Like an example might be like if you're a fan of Survivor and you're watching it, and if they start out with 3 tribes and then as they whittle down, then suddenly they might turn it into 2 tribes or 1 tribe, or they might split it into 6 tiny tribes. They change things up a lot. But the idea is that like once this Mercury retrograde is over and we're out of the post shadow in particular, you're going to notice that there's a new configuration of things. You probably already are noticing this. And for one thing, if that worries you, remember that things will change around again next time. And if it doesn't bother you, good. It really shouldn't. Like, everybody's learning lessons that they need to learn and want to learn, and same with you. And I pulled a card for those of you in particular who are listening and paying attention, to see kind of like what was the theme of this, what's the theme of this configuration, this new configuration. And it's a newer deck for me. It's called the Spirit Allies. And I pulled the card. I'm going to try to pronounce it. It's number 12, which is related to the Hangman too, and then break it down to the Empress, Divine Feminine. And it's very fitting too. So it's a goddess, and her name is Shochi Quetzal. And it says, I see beauty in everything. And it says she was an Aztec goddess of fertility and household arts and is deeply connected to the natural world. She is often presented as a beautiful, youthful woman accompanied by a band of colorful birds and butterflies. She is also a patron saint of desire and sexual experiences, embodying the enjoyment of all the beautiful things the world has to offer. You are being called to connect to the beauty and wonder that surrounds you, as this goddess of pleasure encourages you to explore what pleasure means and embrace your sensuality. Dance and let your body move freely, and adorn it in ways that feel comfortable and vibrant to you. Encourage yourself to stand out and experience the world through new lenses. You could also spend time outside and observe the colors of nature and how lively they may be. It gives a prompt in these, which I like. It says, what does pleasure mean to me? Right? And I think that's a perfect thing to think about too. And ironically, as much as a lot of people don't typically associate Capricorn or Capricorn season with this is funny. Another card like decided to stay behind, and it's kind of like Pandora's box. Do I talk about it and let it out of the jar, or do I keep it in there as a little bit of hope? I think I'll leave it in there. For those of you who know, you know. In any case, like, Capricorn is very much like it's, King and Queen of Pentacles, like physical pleasure, yeah. And we're still going to be in Capricorn season. Like, I think by the very tip and end of the post shadow, we should be heading into into Aquarius season. But until then, like, it's definitely, it's not a bad time to sit back and go, okay, like, how's my mojo doing? Like, am I feeling like life is delicious and delightful? Am I feeling grateful for things? Am I able to appreciate myself freely and without hesitation? Like, can I list like 4, 5, 10 different things that I love and appreciate about myself? Can I talk about experiences I've had that lift me up more than any experiences that drag me down? And like, think about your relationship with like how your life is when you lean into healthy forms of pleasure, or how life is if you've been leaning into unhealthy forms of pleasure, because there's plenty of that. There's definitely shadow and light to this. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If you'd like more information on this or a bigger reading on it, either collectively or personally, make sure to comment below.